Alright, so this is the interior of a 2016 Crosstrek. So, that's it. It's in that hyper blue color. Pretty loud. So, let's take a look at the interior. So, as you can see, it is orange stitched. So there is orange stitching inside. And I had just traded back a 2014 Crosstrek Limited that was in orange, tangerine orange. So let's see what's new. So the gauges are completely different. In the middle shows you the cruise control and how far do you want to stay from the car in front of you. Oh, what else is different on the 16 is this right here. On my 14, this was like a big hunk of hard rubber. And on this one, it's actually really soft leather. And as you can see, it's actually really plush. Oh, that's the Eyesight system. I had a person who pulled out in front of me, and they were doing about 15-20 miles an hour under the speed limit. So I was a little frustrated. So I was like, you know what? Let me put the cruise control on. And I set it with the Eyesight, gave it about 3 car lengths ahead of me, and it actually kept me 3 car lengths from the person ahead of me. So when they braked, I braked. When they accelerated, I just kept it the speed I set it to, but it worked really well, especially when they were like braking, and it would just keep me exactly 3 car lengths away from them. So we still have paddle shifters. This was one of the reasons why I did not consider a 2017 Forester. I was looking at the XT, but I found the exterior colors to be extremely boring. And the interior is really big in a Forester. So let's see what else is new. Here you have a bunch of things where you could shut off the lane departure system down there. You can do the traction control. You can set the brightness of the gauges. Not exactly sure what SRF off is. I'm not going to touch that. Okay. Navigation system or infotainment system in the 16 is a huge improvement over the 14 I had. So I have things like I can look at the weather. I can get the 3 to 6 hour forecast. I can see my currents. What else do I have? My map. I have some settings. I have phone, apps. I don't have it plugged in right now. AHA radio and Pandora, I believe you need to be plugged in through the USB for it to work. The Starlink works actually through the Bluetooth, so it's not bad. Actually, I lie about the AHA. I think I need to have it on the phone with the Bluetooth on. Wait. Alright, so it's a little glitchy. Let's go back to the home. Audio. As you can tell, it's actually a lot more responsive right now than the old system. So I could just switch between the stations. Alright. So that's that. Info, let's see what that is. That's where I was able to pull my weather. I was able to pull maybe stocks. Like here we can see AT&T. Alright, what else do we got? Sports. I'm not really a sports fan. Alright, so what else has changed? Down here, what's nice is on my 14, this little cubby holder down here was kind of like a black hole. But they did add a light inside there. If you could kind of see there, it's not really showing up too well on the phone. But they did add a light to light up the cubby hole, which is nice at night. Also, what they added was light on top here. So there's like a little glowing blue light right here, which wasn't in the 14. It kind of just, down here, the cup holder area, it just lights a light blue color in the evening. Okay. I believe this is if I ever get in an accident or I get in trouble, you know, break down or something like that, I need to call for help. That's what this SOS is. I believe that's new for 16. Actually, this is the lane departure, it looks like. This if I want to shut off the Eyesight. And one thing I did notice with the Eyesight was the Eyesight actually does shut off heavy downpour. I got stuck in a really heavy downpour the other day, and I did notice that there was like a beep beep beep, and on the dash there it told me that both the Eyesight and the blind spot monitoring shut off. Up here is a little disappointed that they still haven't upgraded this. It's 2016. I figured that they would have put like a little similar display up here like they have in the Forester and the Crosstrek Hybrid, but they haven't done it. I believe they also have that fancier display up there on like the Canadian models, but the US limited models and the premium models do not get that. They just get that plain. Temperature outside, your average mileage, although you can see how much you got. So average on this ride, how long the car's been running, average speed since the fill up, how many miles you have left till you empty, and your average. Alright. Oh, what else is different on the 16 is this right here. On my 14, this was like a big hunk of hard rubber. And on this one, it's actually really soft leather. And as you could see, it's actually really plush.